Does comparative negligence apply to your car accident claim? Imagine being in a car accident and wondering who is really at fault. It's a common question that can affect how much money you might get. When more than one driver shares some blame, the law uses a rule called comparative negligence. This rule helps decide how responsibility is split between everyone involved. Instead of blaming just one person, the law assigns a percentage of fault to each driver based on what they did wrong. This percentage then impacts how much compensation you can receive. For example, if you are found 30% responsible for the crash, your payout will be reduced by that amount. This system aims to be fair by sharing the blame according to each person's role in causing the accident. There are two main types of comparative negligence systems. The first is called pure comparative negligence. Under this, even if you are mostly at fault, you can still recover some damages. For instance, if you are 90% responsible, you could still get 10% of the damages from the other driver. The second is modified comparative negligence. This system is more common. It usually says you cannot recover any damages if you are 50% or more responsible. If you are less than 50% responsible, your damages are reduced by your percentage of fault. In real life, comparative negligence applies to many common vehicle accidents. For example, in rear-end collisions, both drivers might share some blame. The driver behind might be following too closely, while the driver in front might have braked suddenly. In intersection crashes, one driver might run a red light, but the other might not have exercised enough caution. Lane change accidents can involve one driver failing to signal, while the other might be speeding. Weather-related accidents often involve both drivers driving unsafely for the conditions. When you file an auto accident claim, understanding comparative negligence is very important. It helps determine who is responsible and how much money you might get. Your lawyer will try to prove the other driver's fault while showing your own responsibility is less. Insurance companies will use this information to decide how much they will offer in settlement. If you are partly at fault, your payout could be lowered. Knowing whether your state follows pure or modified comparative negligence helps you understand your chances for recovery. In the end, comparative negligence does play a role in most vehicle-related accidents. It helps split the responsibility fairly and affects how much compensation you can receive. Being aware of how it works can help you better understand your rights when filing a personal injury claim after a car crash.